Let's get into some things of the things, child. We got some stuff to talk about today, honey. We got some stuff to talk about. Hit that like button if you are new here. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We have a great time over here. You meant what you said when you said it. Really be expected, because I'll be understanding y'all sometimes. And when y'all know when I say y'all, you know I ain't talking about y'all. I'm talking about y'all. Fits me that all these people that got something to say have been actively involved in the political process in their world. I don't believe it. You ain't gonna convince me. I know y'all love me. What's up? What's up? Happy Friday Eve. Hi. Happy Friday Eve, everybody. How you guys doing? Come in. Let me see. My lighting looks a little weird. Let's see here. It looks a little dark. I guess it's going to adjust itself. I'm not sure. Anyway, welcome, you guys. Come on in. I know I had scheduled this for later, but then when I saw El Teddy was finished, I said, well, I'll go ahead and hop on a little early. Few minutes early. And then we're going to get Real Housewives of Beverly Hills tonight. Now, I know that I owe you guys Married to Medicine, and I owe you Salt Lake City. You guys will get it by the end of the weekend. If we have a snow day tomorrow, you'll get both of them tomorrow. I've watched both episodes. I just haven't had time to do the reviews, child. Y'all been wearing me out this week between Funky Dineva and Tamar, and then the Real Housewives of Potomac with the cookie of it all. Baby, I have not had time. By the time I got done doing my regular show, I didn't feel like coming back. I was tired. So if I have a snow day tomorrow, we will do Married to Medicine and Salt Lake City tomorrow. If I don't have a snow day tomorrow, we'll do one, and then I'll do the other one before the weekend is over. Okay? All right, that's it. That's what we got. That's the programming note, okay? Let me say hi to the people. Let me scroll on back up. All right. What's up, Rock Chick? T on me. Really be try to make sure you smash. Yes, smash it. You made the top 2 YouTube accounts I watched. Well, thank you, Informed. Oh, wow. What's up, really? I was gonna say, what's up, really, B Child? What's up, Lord? What's up, Diamond Pearl Jim? Hey, boo. Moon Princess, Halfpin, Tony Love. What's going on? Hey, Chuck, Cece, Auntie Eva, Crazy Homebody Girl. What's up, Kitty Doc? Hey, Chuck. What's up, Nubian, Edwina? Hey, Kawale, Felicia, Miss Cookie. Hey, Brandon, Miss Bathing, Angela. How you doing? Quinn apologetically. Is that Kiana? We are not the patriarchy. Okay, I'm not sure what you got going on over there, but all right. Hey, little Miss Introvert. Hey, Rue 91. Child, I ain't getting that deep into the cookie of it all. I've really been talking about it more than I want to talk about it. If you really want to know the truth of the matter, I don't want to be talking about her as much as I've been talking about her. But, listen, it is what it is. Cross Country Cruiser. Oh, that's QI. Hey, QI. Hey, Naisha, Renee Kennard, what's going on? What's up? What's it? Tots Natasia. I made your number 5. Well, thank y'all. What's up, Steve Harris? What's going on? Hey, Yogi. What's up, Cruiser? Cruiser, let me put on my uniform, honey. Yes, Mary McWilliams. All right, so before we get church announcements. So if I miss you, charge it to my head, not my heart. Come on in. Hey, Steve Harris. Come on in. So let me say this to you guys. I ain't gonna blame Cruz. It ain't Cruz's fault. But I'm gonna just say this for future reference. It is never my intention for people to feel like they cannot have an opposing opinion. Y'all know that when I feel about something, I'm very passionate about it. And I'm human. So I do get frustrated sometimes when I feel like people, in my mind, some things are black and white and then other things are opinions, right? So I do get frustrated sometimes when I feel like a black and white thing just isn't a black and white thing. Now, I know that the reality is black and white ain't black and white to everybody. To me, sometimes it just is. But I don't ever want anybody to feel that they are not welcome or that they can't have an opposing opinion, because there are plenty of people here who know that they can disagree with me all the time. But I understand when new people might come through, they might not understand me or understand my passion. So I never want anybody to feel that way. So for my tribe, for the people who know me, for my tribe, if y'all ever feel like I'm just being a little too combative or a little too argumentative, just say pineapple. Okay, just let me know and I'll back up. Okay. Sometimes I catch myself and I'll be like, all right, I'm gonna keep going. And other times I feel like I'm just having a debate. Like, which I don't have a problem with debating somebody. But I don't ever want, especially as we continue to grow and as we continue to want to grow, I just don't want anybody to feel that way. So just put pineapple. Okay. Just let me know. Just say pineapple. And just let me know. Not messy cruiser. QI. Now, behave. But QI and cruiser know each other, y'all. Y'all let them handle it. Don't Maz, y'all don't get in that. QI and cruiser know each other. So let cruiser got a blue stick. Let her handle it if it needs to be handled. Okay. Okay. Andrea said she lies. She makes us sign NDAs. Yeah, I just don't want to be that, because I've been in other chats where I think sometimes people are scared to talk or scared to drop down, and I just don't want to be that place. And I appreciate my friends when they reach out to me, even if in the moment I don't want to hear what they have to say. Understand that I do receive. I be listening. The person who that's for know is for them. Okay, moving right along. Church announcements. Listen, I don't really have any new church announcements right now. The only thing is the same old, you guys. We are not locked and loaded on the cruise, but the final payment, if you set up a payment plan, was due. But let's be clear, until that cruise is sold out, if you still want to get on that ship, baby, you can still get on that ship. You let me know, and I will give you the information that you need. You just, at this point, you would just have to be ready to pay in full. There are no more payment arrangement options. But until that ship is sold out, you can still get on the ship. You just can't get a payment plan. So if you are still interested, let me know. Okay. We will, you can check in. The availability for check-in starts on the 23rd. And we'll know before the 23rd of December, we'll let you guys know what time we want everybody to check in, especially if you are staying overnight in Florida at the hotel where we're staying. We'll let you guys know what time, because like I told you guys before, if you stay at the hotel where I'm staying, then Cruise and I will get you guys to the port. We will pay your transport to the port. Somebody asked me about what about coming home. The best thing we can do about that is we need to figure out what's up, Shay. What's up? Shady the real T. How you doing, boo? The best thing I can say is we'll figure it out once we get on the ship. Because we can probably cluster ourselves accordingly based on what airport you're leaving out of and based on the time of your flight. It'll probably be easier for us to figure it out. So that doesn't, I ain't paying for everybody to get to the airport, but we can split up a Uber. And if we need to schedule like a van or something like that, we can always do that. And again, there's an Uber spot where you can get your Uber when you get off the ship, where there's a whole place for the Uber to pick us up. And there's a whole cab stand where they come in and out. I've done both. The cruise I did back in August of 2024 with Cruiser, I did a cab. And then the cruise that we did last Super Bowl weekend, Cruiser and I just did an Uber. And we ordered the Uber and we went to the Uber stand. So, and both of them came within 10, 15 minutes. Like, we weren't out there that long. So I don't want anybody to stress yourselves. Even if you have an early flight, don't stress yourself. You will get to the airport. My flight leaving in August, my flight was early. I think my flight was at 11. What cruise at 10:30, quarter to something like that. 10:30, 11, something like that. And I just was the first one off the ship. Y'all know the ship, they be ready for y'all to get off that ship at like 7 o'clock. And I just was the first one off the ship. I didn't give them my luggage the night before. I kept my luggage, and I rolled my luggage right on off that ship, and I walked straight over to the cab stand. I took a cab to the airport, and I was on the other side of security, and I had like an hour and a half to spare. Like I had time to go get breakfast, eat my breakfast, and relax. So don't stress it. I know some of us have already picked up our flights. So don't stress it. If you ended up with an early flight, maybe we'll figure it out. Okay. Those are the only church announcements I have. I have pinned. Yeah, I got off early, baby, and I was nervous. Cruiser would tell you, baby, I was so worried about making my flight. And then I got to the other side of security and was like this. I had breakfast and everything. I was chilling. Do they have the Lyft, and it's just ride share, Lauren. So Lyft and Uber is in the same place. It's a ride share. So yeah, if you do Lyft or Uber, it'll go to the same location. All right. So with that being said, the only other announcement is I do have my Christmas wish list pinned again. It's not an obligation, but people do ask, so I do want to have it available. If you choose to buy me a Christmas gift, it is there for Amazon. You guys know, if you don't want to do Amazon, but you desire to do something else and you need my address, just reach out to me one-on-one and I will give you an address. I just don't have a PO box and I don't post my address. Y'all know I love Fenty. So if you want to give me a Fenty gift card, you can. Y'all know I love candles. Y'all know I love Harry Potter. So, y'all know enough about me if you want to. But again, nobody has to give me anything, and I don't expect anything. We will do our usual Christmas party with game night where I will be giving away cash prizes. I think we're going to still do the 12 days of Christmas. I'll probably have to set it up this weekend. The 12 days of Christmas is for members. It is my give back to the members. And I'm normally ready by December the 1st. But baby, y'all kept me busy with them Thanksgiving baskets. I'm just going to tell y'all I didn't get a chance to do a lot of stuff I normally do. But again, I'm not complaining. I'm just explaining. But we'll have all that stuff set up this weekend. But the 12 days of Christmas is for members. So if you are a member prior to Saturday, if you are a member, you will be eligible to win. And I think what I'm going to do, you guys, is I'm just going to give a cash. I'm going to just do a cash blessing. I'm going to just send you a cash app. Okay. So we'll do that. So that'll be the give back this year. And then the night of the Christmas party / game night / unboxing, I will, anybody is eligible to win some cash. So that's usually the week of Christmas. That's like somewhere between the 22nd through the 24th. We'll do that. Okay. Wow. I'm your 4th most visited channel. I love it. Y'all, we need 10 more subscribers to cross that threshold into 19,100 subscribers. Y'all know we've been stuck at 19,000 subscribers for about 6 months. We keep going up and down, up and down, up and down. So if you are new here and you are not subscribed, or if you think you subscribe, please double check. And just, can we get 10 subscribers? I know I wanted to get to 20,000, but baby, if I just get to 19,100 at this point, I will be happy. And we will come back, and we will set that goal for 2026. Well, thank you, QI. QI said, I've been subbed. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead. Yes, Cherise. Let's get into the things of the things, honey. All right. So y'all know I got to go through my phone. How do you find out this information about the channels you watch? You can go. Well, I know how I go. Y'all put it in the chat, somebody. I think you have to go into your analytics. Because I always do that on January the 1st. When I do my New Year's show, I always go through my top stories and I go by the numbers. Like basically whatever my video, like I do my top 10 videos based on the amount of views. I usually do that on January the 1st. The YouTube wrap up. Yeah, the YouTube wrap up. Yeah. I think aren't they doing a Spotify one too, where people are talking about their top Spotify songs of the year or something like that? And I don't do Spotify, so I don't know. Okay. Now let's go. Listen, let me give y'all this. Let me give y'all an update, child. The Brene girl over there on the TikTok. That y'all know the Brene girl, child. Her financial documents have been disclosed, and her financial documents have been disclosed because I heard there was a big Spotify controversy because of the ice. Yeah, there was. I just never did Spotify. It was just never a thing for me. I just never did it. I don't know. Not your Spotify age is 82. My goodness. Baby, they didn't release Brene's financial records because y'all know she got that. She has that judgment against her, and she done already told them people she wasn't gonna pay them. So the attorney for Akira filed a motion with the court to basically fast track her having to pay them after she done publicly said she was never gonna pay that money. I guess that didn't help, and the judge went on. So they're moving forward. So part of that was them being able to pull her financial records. Now, for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, Brene is the young lady down there in North Carolina that was found liable for alienation of affection for stealing that woman's husband. Okay, and she was ordered to pay $1.7 million to the wife. Okay, or the ex-wife. Baby. Okay, Bap. Yes, Bap. That's my boo. QI says salute to all the black women and women. So QI, you gonna salute? Who you saluting? Just all women? Yeah, I'm gonna mess with QI. I know QI, and I'm gonna mess with QI. But anyway, it also showed you need to watch less YouTube, child. Me too. But actually, I'm not gonna say that. I think if you're watching YouTube and this is your source of entertainment, a lot of people watch YouTube instead of TV these days. So I wouldn't say you have. I mean, I don't know what your analytics told you, but if you're watching YouTube and that's instead of TV, I feel like most of us are exchanging one for the other. If I'm being honest, because I know there are some weeks where I'm just gonna tell y'all the truth. If I didn't have to watch television to come down here and talk to y'all about what was going on television, a lot of times YouTube would be all I watched. Right, cute, right, Cruiser. So, baby, they didn't release the attorney didn't release this lady's financial records. Brene, hey girl, Brene. Now, first of all, I want to make a correction because I said to y'all that she was making $11,000 a week on social media, and that's not true. I was incorrect. She is not making $11,000 a week. That was not correct. She's making $20,000 a month. So that is an adjustment, and I want to be fair and make that adjustment. According to her financial records, she was making $20,000 a month. Now, that still ain't nothing to sneeze at, and I can live very comfortably off of $20,000 a month. Please understand that if I could come down here on social media and do unboxings and the thing, whatever that she was doing, and make $20,000 at the end of the month, trust and believe, Really B would be living a very comfortable life, and that would be my full-time employment. Why does my lighting look so deep, so dark? I just feel like I'm so dark today. Hold on, y'all. I just feel like it's dark. Oh, no. But they also show that this woman was spending 5,000, hold on, y'all. This lighting is bothering me. I just feel like it's dark, y'all. Hold on. $5,000 a month on food. Now, some people might say, well, really, B, I could spend $5,000 a month on food. You probably could spend $5,000. Listen, spending $5,000 a month on food isn't the issue. It's the type of food she was spending the $5,000 a month on. Oh, that's not good. Okay, that's not better. Ooh, now I look yellow. I guess that looks a little bit better. Okay, that looks better. She wasn't spending $5,000 a month going to Ruth's Chris every day. She wasn't going to the Soho House. She wasn't going to what's that new Nobu. She wasn't going to the Chop House, the Oceaneer. Like, she wasn't doing Michelin star restaurants. Okay, because if you're doing a Michelin star restaurant, and you would still have to do it every day, and it would still have to be for more than one person for you to get to $5,000 a month, right? But baby, she was spending $5,000 a month at like Chick-fil-A. They said that she went to 5 restaurants in one day. Now, I felt like they were being very lenient when they used the word restaurant, because when they started naming the restaurants, these weren't restaurants. It was like Chick-fil-A, Sonic. They even had the nerve to say Sheetz. Now, for those people who don't live in the North Carolina area, y'all don't know what Sheetz is, okay? I mean, not North Carolina, but Sheetz is a gas station, but it is a gas station that has food like the Wawa. You know what I mean? Like the Wawa. You know, so you can buy food, prepared food. But the fact that this woman was able to get to $5,000 a month by going to fast food restaurants, first of all, the unhealthiness of it all. And you talking about somebody that eats out a lot. Y'all know that I don't do a lot of cooking, and I ain't saying I always eat the healthiest. But 5,000, somebody said American dollars. Yes, honey, American dollars. Baby, when they started laying out them finances and how she was spending money on this man that she stole from that lady. Vacations and cars and baby, let me tell y'all something. Sometimes the wrong people be getting money. The wrong people just be getting money. Y'all, I never did drive down to that new Buc-ee's that opened up not too far from here. I mean, it's still about 2 hours from where I live. But remember this summer I was going to drive down there, but then they were showing on the news how long those lines were just going into the parking lot, and I said, oh no, I have to wait until the woo-rah-rah dies down. Maybe over Christmas break, if the weather's not real bad, maybe I'll drive down to the Buc-ee's and do a road trip. Because I know everybody says it's just a big old truck stop or whatever. But I mean, I'm going to give me a Buc-ee's t-shirt or something. You know, something. Thank you. I got this from Disney this summer. It's one of the shirts I got from Disney. Thank you. Hey, Doc, look at Cam. Hey, boo. So I just wanted to give y'all that update, child. She going to have to pay them people. They're going to garnish her check. And I don't know why people act like social media can't garnish a check. Yes, the hell they can. You fill out a 1099 just like anything else. They will garnish you. They send a letter to the government telling the government you owe money and you have a judgment. They will garnish your check just like if you got a W-2, okay? You love the one in Texas? We got to drive down there, Cheryl. There are long lines of disaster. It opened. The Zaxby's finally opened down there in Waldorf, Diamond Borough. Did I know you lived near me? I didn't know I knew that. I haven't been to Waldorf that's a lie. I was in Waldorf. I guess it has been I think the last time I went to Waldorf was when I met with Tawanda. When me and her went out to when me and her met up for dinner, we went to the Silver Diner. So I didn't, because the Zaxby's is, you know what, the Zaxby's is across from the Silver Diner. So it must have just opened up. Maybe I'll check that out, because I've never been to Zaxby's, and I lived in North Carolina where there was plenty of Zaxby's. I just never went. I don't know why I never went to Zaxby's. I may have to check out the Zaxby's, y'all. I love Buc-ee's, those pralines, that fudge, and those spicy dill chips. Oh, wow. My mom loves pralines. My mother loves pralines. I may drive down here. Okay. Thank you, Doc. Look at Cam. Thank you for renewing your membership, because you've been a member. Thank you for renewing your membership, my love. Yeah, girl. Okay. You close. And I usually go to I'm in Waldorf all the time, because I live in between. So like where I live in between Waldorf and Bowie. So depending on honestly, it really depends on if I feel like making a left or a right, because it's the same shit in both locations. You know what I'm saying? If I decide to go to the mall, it's the matter if I want to go to St. Charles or go to Bowie Town Center. If I want to go get something to eat, it just depends on what I'm in the mood to eat. You know what I mean? So I'm usually in Waldorf a couple of times a month, and actually that's where I go get my nails done. Is in Waldorf. Yeah. Okay. And I used to go to that Cracker Barrel. I used to wear that Cracker Barrel out until they well, one, the quality, the last couple of times I went, well, yeah, Bowie Mall is definitely better, but it depends on what stores I'm going to. Like if I'm going to Bath and Body Works, it's one in both locations, you know, like that kind of thing. If it's a Lane Bryant, it's one in both locations. Like it just depends on where I'm going. But anyway, moving right along, child. I don't want to talk too much about that. But yeah, so I just had to give y'all the update on the Brene of it all, honey. The Brene of it all. All right, let's see what else we have going on down here. All right. I have not watched the Diddy documentary yet. I may get into that this weekend, but can I be honest about something? Yeah, we covered that Diddy trial up, down, in, out, left, right, and around. And I just don't know if I care. And when I say I don't care, I care about the victims. I care about all of that. But I just don't know if I care about sitting through a 4-part documentary to tell me what the fuck we already know. A lot of those people that decided they had something to say at the documentary didn't testify. And I mean, and maybe they didn't testify because the prosecutor didn't call them. That's fine. I can accept that. But like, old girl from Dirty Money, you know what I'm saying? Old girl from Dirty Money, she did all of that hemming and hawing about what didn't happen to him. I mean, what didn't happen to her, only to get on this documentary and talk about how bad Diddy did her. Girl, your time to come clean about Diddy was then. And I'm sorry, all of these people are not going to convince me that they were so scared of Diddy that they didn't feel comfortable talking until after Diddy was in jail. And maybe that was true. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's true. But girl, you said that you called that man to borrow $5,000 and he said no. And then 2 weeks later, he needed your help, and that's when he was blowing your phone up. Ma'am, Diddy shits $5,000. I'm sorry. People like Diddy probably have $5,000 laying around, and Diddy could have probably cleaned out all of the pockets in his closet, his jacket pockets and his shirt pockets and his and pants pockets in his closet, and came up with $5,000. You said you needed $5,000 for a lawyer. First of all, what lawyer you getting for $5,000? That's barely a retainer. You said you needed a good divorce attorney because you were trying to get custody. What were you gonna do with $5,000? But the fact that Diddy, a billionaire, couldn't give you $5,000 or loan you $5,000, and then 2 weeks later he needed something from you, and you did it because he gave you some money. DB, I about choked. Now he spent more than that on baby oil. You know what? Oh, Lord. Oh, my God. Jackie who? Have I talked about Jackie yet? Jackie who? Oh, Dr. Jackie. No, I haven't gotten to her yet. I ain't got to her ass yet. Y'all know Tubaba. I know we had this conversation the other day about Tubaba down to the young, rich and famous. I mean, young African and famous, young whatever it is, young, rich and African, whatever the damn show is. Baby, why they say that after? Why they say that after him and his now wife was down to the social media trying to act like they so in love and everything is everything after he got arrested, baby. Why they say he was down to he was on a live stream, like a Instagram live stream, and that woman started whooping his tail on live stream, and they showed a clip of it. Now you couldn't tell who was hitting him all you saw was the camera get knocked over, and then you saw the camera pointing to the sky, and you could hear slapping, and you could hear him saying, "Leave, stop, stop." But they weren't talking in English because they were talking in whatever their native language is, so you didn't know exactly what words he was using. But baby, a slap make the same sound in any language. I said a slap make the same sound in any language. But okay. All I got to say about that is, baby, listen. Karma is a bald-headed bitch. Karma is a bald-headed bitch that is always coming around. That's all I got to say about that. That's all I got to say about that. Karma is a bald-headed, All right, let's keep going. So, baby, they said that Costco is suing Donald Trump over the rise of the tariffs and making them have to charge more for their groceries. They said that the tariffs were illegal, which they are. A judge has already said that those tariffs were illegal. And so they are suing Donald Trump. Now, I say kudos to them, right? Kudos to them for suing Donald Trump. But this is how you know that MAGA is just a fucking cult. Because MAGA had the nerve to be like, we canceling Costco. We're canceling our Costco subscriptions. We're canceling our Costco subscriptions. Why? Because they're trying to help lower grocery prices. The same grocery prices that the person you voted for claimed he would lower on day one. That, y'all. Anyway, moving right along. I don't even have a whole lot for that. Just know that if anybody ever questions what a cult is, that's it right there. Okay. Moving right along. Child, let me scroll on past. I feel like it's been so long since I've been down here. Now, in other news of no good men and the women and karma hitting them smacking them in the ass. Y'all remember LaAngelo Ball, the basketball player, who was dating Miss Nikki Baby from Love and Hip Hop Hawaii. I was gonna say Love and Hip Hop Hawaii, Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. And remember they had them two babies. Y'all remember that? And remember how LaAngelo. Oh, thank you. Thank you, K-Fit. Thank you, Boo, for sharing me out. Thank you, my love. And remember how LaAngelo was out here cheating on her while she was pregnant with their second child. And then his new girlfriend, the one that he was cheating with, remember how she came down here and was taunting Nikki and basically was doing the, well, if you knew how to take care of him, you'd have held on to him kind of thing. And remember how they was going back and forth in the social media? And then after, and then LaAngelo ended up marrying her and they got pregnant. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that? Baby, well, how about this? How about LaAngelo then disappeared on her? Baby, LaAngelo then disappeared on her. Okay? Hey, Nubia Mahogany, thank you for becoming a member or renewing your membership because I feel like you've been a member too. Is this right? Why is this one not coming up? That's the one that I want. I don't know. It's crazy. Okay. Let me put my other glasses on, honey, because this writing is real small. Oh, shoot. This writing is real small. Hold on. Let me put my other glasses on. Hold on. I done dropped the glasses on the floor. Hold on, y'all. Let me get my glasses. Ugh. Because I'm going to read y'all what the lady had to say. And she done sent an apology to Miss Nikki Baby. Okay? And for those of y'all who are not familiar with who she is, I'm calling her Miss Nikki Baby because that's her name. Her name is Miss Nikki Baby. That's her name. Okay? But let me read y'all what the other woman who was the other woman when Miss Nikki was with LaAngelo and pregnant with his second child. Let me read you the statement she released, okay? So I had to put my reading glasses on. Yep, I'm old. Okay. This writing is small as hell. Okay. She titled it She titled it My Transparency Post. I didn't want to speak on this, but the questions and assumptions have become overwhelming. So here's my truth. Yes, I'm going through a divorce. No, I won't share details while it's in litigation. Girl, you don't have to share no details. We know what it is. The man left you. And yes, I chose for my baby father not to be at my delivery. No, you didn't. That decision came after months of emotional pain, hurtful words, and complete absence during the most vulnerable season of my life. You mean the same vulnerable season that Miss Nikki Baby was going through when you was running around town with her man? Oh, okay. For the last 5 months, I've done everything alone. Aw. Every appointment, every milestone, every challenge. Moments that should have been shared were lost because he chose not to show up. Oh, like when he didn't show up for his girlfriend at the time who was pregnant with his child because he was with you? Oh, okay. One of the most shocking moments was being told at 8.5 months pregnant to change our daughter's name, the name we agreed to at 10 weeks, because it was too close to you and your girlfriend's name. The same woman I later learned he had been lying about while still living together. Girl, let me finish reading this Chat GPT letter. This isn't for sympathy or I told you so's, because you're not getting none over here. I hope that's not what this letter's for, because you're not getting none over here. I've taken accountability privately, and I want to publicly apologize to Miss Nikki Baby for the pain I caused. I'm grateful we were able to talk, get clarity, and create space for healing and a positive future for our kids. Thank you to her and her family for supporting me during this pregnancy. Your grace means more than you know. So you mean to tell me that the woman has been more of a friend to you? But I won't protect someone who's never protected me. Someone who disrespected me, lied on me, pushed a one-sided narrative to avoid accountability, continued to inflict pain and build broken homes. I haven't shared the worst of what I experienced out of respect for him as a father, a respect I never received in return. So no, I wasn't going to allow a 5-minute delivery room photo op for the internet. Parenthood begins during pregnancy, and even the smallest effort would have mattered, but it never came. I'm not bitter. I'm exhausted. I carried a child that belongs to both of us, yet I've carried this entire journey alone. Thank you to everyone who checked on me, prayed for me, I think. Yeah, prayed for me, or simply offered love. I know I've been quiet, but sometimes when you're in the middle of the storm, you truly don't know what to say. Your support has not gone unnoticed. I'm embracing this new chapter. I've learned, I'm healing, and I've stood on all 10 through the good, bad, and ugly. Starting over isn't easy, but I am stepping into this season stronger than ever. Girl, girl. Girl, listen. Baby, I got nothing for you. I mean, all I can say is, I'm glad that you learned from this. But see, this is why ladies and men too, but I'm talking to the ladies right now because this is a situation with a woman and a man, a woman who allow herself to get caught up in this bullshit with a man. So that's what I'm talking. Hey, JB, what's up, boo? But let me tell you something. It's one thing when you with a man who has a wife or a girlfriend and he's able to lie to you because you don't really know what the real story is. It's something totally different when this man is all over Instagram with his girlfriend. When you know good and damn well that his girlfriend is pregnant, like currently pregnant in the moment, pregnant right now, pregnant. Okay? You know that woman is carrying a whole baby right now. And you are all over social media, photo opping, Instagramming, and booed up with him like he ain't got a whole girlfriend at his house. Pregnant with their second child. Girl, miss me with the, he lied to me. No, you lied to you. The same way you can pick up the phone and call that woman now because you need some help because you got this kid coming and he nowhere to be found is the same way you could have picked up the phone and called that woman and said, well, let me get your side of the story because he told me. See, y'all be wanting to believe what these men are saying because he treats you nice. He got a little bit of money, a little change to spend on you, and he got a little bit of clout. And I mean, let's call a thing a thing. Women do it with broke men too, so it ain't about the money. But y'all really need to stop. And I agree, Bab. Nikki, girl, you a good one. Anyway, I just thought I'd give y'all that. You know, she came down and apologized to Miss Nikki, baby, honey. She said she's sorry. She said she's sorry, girl. Hold on. Somebody just sent me an email about my wish list. Hold on, let me see what it say. It says there's something wrong with the address. Okay, hold on. Let me check and update the address. I don't know why it's saying something wrong. Let me make sure my address is right. I don't want y'all, you know what? It might be. Hold on. Let me double check the address, honey. Oh, yeah, it is. Oh, yeah, that's the wrong address. Ooh, thank you. Oh, Lord, I'm glad that didn't. Oh, Jesus. Baby, I had one of them addresses on there from the from the Thanksgiving baskets, child. If anybody ordered a gift, please double check the Ooh, you can't double check the address. If anybody ordered a gift, please email me and make sure that you said so I can check and make sure it's going to the right address. Because it looked like it's going to my address was a different address because I need to go in and delete all those addresses. That's what I need to do. I need to go in there and delete all that stuff. Just like my Instacart, child. I probably got 50 addresses in my Instacart now. I need to go delete all of them. Hold on a minute, y'all. Child. Somebody said if she Christian, baby. Hold on, let me respond to this real quick. Shout out to the 300 people in the chat. Listen, we need 10 more subscribers to get over 19,100 subscribers. If you are new here, please hit that subscribe button. I would appreciate it so much. I would appreciate it. In the meantime and in between time, if you haven't done so already, can y'all hit that like button? Appreciate you. Hold on. It should be fixed now. And as always, y'all know donations are not required, but they are accepted and appreciated. So if you want to donate to the channel, feel free to send a super chat or a cash app. My cash app is scrolling at the bottom of the channel. But again, y'all know a like, which is free. What? free 99 is always appreciated. All right, y'all. Let's get into what we got. What we talking about next? Are we gonna talk about Dr. Jackie next? Child. Now I haven't done my review of Sunday night's episode of Married to Medicine yet. But on Sunday night's episode, Dr. Jackie walks up to one of the new girls and just randomly asks that lady, does she know that her thyroid is enlarged? Now let me explain something to y'all about people who do stuff like this. People who do stuff like this are the type of people that want you to think or want you to feel like they're the smartest people in the room. At the end of the day, I get it, girl. We get it. You a doctor. We get it. You a lady doctor. We get it that you do this for a living. Okay, this is what you do. But for you to just randomly walk up to some woman you have never, well, I ain't gonna say never met, but you don't know like that, in a whole party and say, girl, do you know your thyroid is swollen? Even if you thought that, and I'm going to read y'all her apology in a minute, but girl, what? You could have just as easily pulled that lady aside and you still could have had it on camera. Like, I know we making a TV show. I get it. But you could have pulled that woman aside, had the cameras follow you, and you still could have had a conversation with her. You did it like that in front of everybody because you wanted a moment. Because if it was really about early detection, or if it was really about trying to help her out medically, you pull her to the side. It absolutely is deja vu with Buffy. And I did a TikTok about it. All right, hold on. Let me read y'all her her apology, child. Is this it right here? This is it right here. Lord, I took my glasses off. Hold on, I gotta put them back on. This small damn hair right. Dr. Jackie says the following. At NP Brandy, let me start with apologizing for mentioning your thyroid publicly. I definitely had a menopausal moment and let my mouth speak before my brain could catch. Certainly, I wish I could use estrogen. See, I'm already having a problem with your apology. Girl, just say you're sorry. Because the same way that you came down here that time when you was talking to Dr. Heavenly and you was talking about how black women be using excuses and complaining about their being pregnant and lying so they don't have to go to work, I feel like you doing the same thing. I feel like you making excuses. You menopausal. Baby, you've been doing this since before. You've been doing this the whole time you've been on Married to Medicine. So now it's because you menopausal. Okay, girl. I should have addressed this one-on-one, if at all. Trust me, this comment came from clinical concern, not shade. As a physician who has helped diagnose thyroid cancer on multiple women, just by noticing an enlarged thyroid, I reacted quickly instead of thoughtfully. Again, I don't believe that this was done out of shade. I do believe this was done because, again, you want people to think you're the smartest person in the room. And that statement, in my opinion, proved it. That statement said to me, I have diagnosed so many women just by being able to look at their neck. So surely that's all I was trying to do with you. I just wanted you to know, hey, girl, hey. You know, I've done this. I've diagnosed so many women with thyroid, and I just was trying to help you out. So again, I feel like you're not taking accountability because, again, my issue isn't what you did. My issue is how you did it. Let me finish because she's not done. I'm glad you're turning it into an education for our audience. Girl, no, you're not. Because see, what happened was that lady came down here to her Instagram and read you. She did it real nice. She did it real polite, but she read you. Mm-hmm. She did it real nice and she did it real polite, but she read you, girl. I do believe in apologizing quickly, as I did at the time, but was not shown. Again, so you want us to, so now it's editing. You apologize, but they didn't show it. Okay, girl. I take full responsibility. Awareness only helps people, including me. Wishing you clarity, good health, and peace as we move through this season. Certainly will call you to apologize again. By the way, y'all, I'm truly 62 and not 67. Been trying to get it fixed on the internet for years. Girl. Girl, a simple, I'm sorry, I should have pulled you aside and had that conversation with you one-on-one would have sufficed. And again, like I said, I feel like you are one of those people that just wants to feel like the smartest person in the room. Maybe even Dr. Simone was like, girl, no. Girl, no. I had an enlarged thyroid and ultimately was diagnosed with thyroid cancer. I had 2 surgeries to have my thyroid removed. My uncle and aunt, both in medical field, noticed my enlarged thyroid. And that's what I'm saying. My issue isn't that she noticed it. My issue is how she chose to address it. Because again, what if that was the moment that woman realized she had cancer? And I'm glad that you survived it, Candace. I'm so glad you survived it. Again, my issue isn't that Dr. Jackie said, oh my goodness, I see something here that doesn't look right. My issue is how she chose to handle it. Just the same way with Buffy, you're selling a book and you chose to just blur out, you're talking about your infertility issues and you want to bring Buffy along for the ride. And Buffy was standing in the audience like, how I get in this? Just because both of us have had fertility issues doesn't mean I want to be included in this conversation, especially without even asking me or letting me know you're going to throw me in the book. See, again, and I'm certainly not walking back down the Buffy road because I know that's a divided conversation. But at the end of the day, y'all didn't have to like how Buffy chose to respond and how Buffy chose to handle it. But at the crux of the issue, Jackie was fucking wrong. Period. Point blank. End the period. She had no reason to bring that woman's fertility issues as part of her conversation about her book, which, by the way, Jackie be getting away with stuff that other people can't get away with. Jackie had a party about a book and the book wasn't even there yet. It was the book cover party. The book she wasn't even selling the book at that point. It was the cover art for the book. Baby, had that been Toya or Dr. Heavenly that was having a party celebrating the cover of the book, baby, y'all have ripped, myself included, we'd have ripped her ass up. But Jackie got away with that one, honey. Because I think Jackie got away with it because we got so caught up in the Buffy of it all, baby. We let Jackie get away with the fact that the book wasn't even there. Hold on, y'all. Right. Toya had a party for her purse and we wore her out, honey. We wore her out. Baby, wait till I do my review on Married to Medicine, baby. I got some stuff to say about Miss Toya, too. But we'll get to that. I ain't even going to get caught up in that, child. We'll get to that when we get to that, okay? We'll get to that when we get to my Married to Medicine review. And for those of you who came in late, it'll be before the weekend is over. If I have a snow day tomorrow, it'll be tomorrow. We're continuing to send prayers to Mary from the Mary Cosby from the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Her son has pled guilty to assault and trespassing charges, and he will be in jail until February. Also, his wife has filed for divorce, which, I mean, they probably needed to get divorced, but okay. All right. Oh, shoot. Hold on. Okay, let me scroll down. Let's see here. Let me see here. Have y'all seen that video of the lady on the plane sitting next to that white lady and that white lady hit her? Did y'all see? Have y'all seen that footage? Let me see if I can find the footage. I can show y'all the footage. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on. I saw it earlier today. I thought I had saved it. Hold on. Maybe I didn't. Oh, shoot. Maybe I didn't save it, y'all. Uh-oh. Maybe I didn't save it. Damn. I didn't save it. Okay. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on. I'm going to find it. Hold on. I know where I can find it. I know what blog it was on. Hold on. Give me a second. Here it is right here. Hold on. I'm going to just let y'all see the video. And then I'm going to read y'all the story behind it. There's no sound to the video, so they don't need me really playing it. But I'm gonna try to play it again from the beginning so y'all can see it. So let me tell y'all what happened. Let me tell y'all, I'm gonna read y'all the story that goes along with that video. So it says Baltimore rapper T.S. Savage. I don't know who that is, but T Savage or T Savage. Popped in to give a rundown on what happened in the altercation on the plane. On the American Airlines flight to Miami. The rapper was departing. Child, Lord, I feel like my eyes are worse today. Are my eyes just getting worse, or is the writing getting smaller? Oh my gosh, y'all. Okay, hold on. Let's do this. Okay. The rapper was departing from Baltimore when she encountered an unnamed woman who she claims had a rude demeanor from the moment they were boarding. She claims that while trying to get to her seat, she asked the woman to pardon her, but was met with an attitude. While getting acclimated in her window seat, she began shaking her protein drink when the woman allegedly grabbed her arm, initiating physical contact. From there, T. Savage began to call for the woman to unhand her. Now, don't nobody say unhand me, but okay, girl. Quote, "She is hitting me," Savage said in the video. After the situation was diffused, the woman switched seats with a Good Samaritan who was able to get video footage of the incident. The passenger claims she heard the woman and her husband referring to her as the N-word multiple times while recalling the incident. Luckily, the Good Samaritan vouched for Savage after the flight attendant phoned police claiming that the unnamed woman was the person who had been assaulted. Because, of course, the white woman is always the one who gets assaulted. Ooh, I got a 2-hour delay tomorrow. Woo, woo. They just announced a 2-hour delay. Let's see if we can get a closure. Let's see if we can close it up. But it's a 2-hour delay. Anyway. From there, okay. The passenger claims she heard the woman and her husband referring to, okay, I said that part already. Okay. He showed the police the flight attendant's footage and the flight attendant's footage of Savage being struck first. After speaking with the police, Savage was advised to take legal action against the woman and her husband, who also made physical contact with her during the incident. The woman is reportedly pressing charges against Savage for the physical altercation as well. Child. Y'all gonna get enough. That woman said she was sitting in her seat, getting ready to drink her protein drink, and you decided that. Now, the only thing I can think of is, and I'm not making no excuses, let's be clear. I'm not making any excuses for that woman putting her hands on the wrapper. But the only thing that I can think of is when she was shaking the protein drink. You know how sometimes if she just bought it and it was sitting in the ice or whatever, like, you know, maybe there was some condensation or some water. And when she was shaking it, maybe the water got on that lady. That's the only thing I can think of. And even then, that's not an excuse, because all you have to say is, whoa, 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 you got water. Hey, your water, you're getting me wet. There's no reason to put your hands on nobody. Not for something like that. Me shaking up my damn protein drink. Even if you got a little water on you, you say, hey, whoa, excuse me. Baby, y'all not going to get enough. Y'all like getting y'all ass whooped. Y'all like getting... And then people will be like, don't be putting... Y'all like getting y'all ass whooped. That's all I got to say about that. Speaking of planes, did you hear starting February 1st, the TSA will be charging people $45 for not having a real ID, and now they want people to not wear pajamas in the airport. They want people to dress nicely. Well, first of all, let me say this about the real ID of it all. Baby, they've been telling y'all to get a real ID for over a year now. So honestly, I kind of don't have an issue with it. If they want everybody to get a real ID, they've been telling y'all to get real ID. Actually, they've been telling y'all to get real ID for years. So I don't understand what the issue is. I don't understand what the issue is, but they've been telling y'all to get a real ID for years, because I had a real ID. I had to go get a real ID probably about 4 years ago. So I really don't see what the issue is with that. You know, if they want everybody to have a real ID, they're not saying they're not going to let you get on a plane. They're saying you just got to pay $45. To me, it would be cheaper for you to go down to the DMV, because most places I know here in DC, they were letting people change out their driver's license and get real IDs. And at one point, they weren't even charging you. They were just letting you come down there and do it. And then I think maybe they might charge you now, but even then it's like $20. It's still cheaper. Yeah, the real ID. So I don't know what the big deal is about the real ID thing. And can I be honest with y'all about the pajamas of it all? Y'all know how I feel about that. Yeah, I've had mine since before the pandemic. Y'all know how I feel about the pajamas and the bonnets. So, you know, I got an issue with people walking around in pajamas, because that ain't how I was raised. I was raised that your indoor clothes are your indoor clothes and your outdoor clothes are your outdoor clothes. Let me tell you, I told y'all this before. The first thing I do when I come home from work every day, the first thing I do when I come home from work is change my clothes, because that's how I was raised. You don't wear your outside clothes inside. Now, most of the times I don't now, if I'm being honest, I don't change my shirt a lot of the time. A lot of times, if I wore a t-shirt outside, I probably do still have on my t-shirt. I'm being honest. But if I wore like a sweater, or I wore like a hoodie or something like that, I change out of all of that shit. So I don't understand why people think it's okay to wear pajamas in public. I just don't, especially now, if you run into the 7-Eleven because you just had a taste for, you know, you had a taste for something, you just running down, hey, Romeo, how you doing, boo? And you just running down to 7-Eleven real quick. I mean, I get that. I'm not going to lie and say there haven't been times where I just rolled up. It's like, I need to go get me a cup of coffee real quick. And I just went to the 7-Eleven down the street from my house. I get that. But you get on a whole plane and you flying somewhere for a couple of hours. That's just, and I don't care if they're clean. I don't care if you just took them out of the washing machine. I don't care about that. Me, that's just not how I was raised. And I'm not saying that the way I was raised is the way everybody has to live their life, but I don't have a problem with them saying they want people to actually wear fucking clothes. I just don't get it. Because my thing is, now when I fly, I wear sweatpants a lot of the times. I like, especially if it's going to be a long flight, I do wear very comfortable. I wear a sweatsuit with like a hoodie that I can take off, or a jacket that I can unzip with a t-shirt underneath. Now I'll do that. I wear, so to me was like, anyway. I've done that too, Nubian. At a hotel. I've worn my pajama bottoms down to the lobby. I did that when we were in Louisville. When I went to go pay my bill. I went downstairs because I didn't want to use the credit card that I had reserved the room on. So I went downstairs that morning, But to get on a plane, that's just anyway. So I don't have no problem with it. Slippers, because my students do that shit. They wear their slippers to school. And I'm thinking to myself, so you're going to walk around all day in slippers and then go in your house and walk around in your house and carry everything that you touched? Everything that you touched outside, you carried it back into your house? You done walked around this dirty school all day long. Got on the dirty school bus. And you're going to take that into your house and walk around your floors with it or your carpet? Yeah, I'm good. Hey, Taya. So I ain't got no problem with it. And I don't agree with that stupid Secretary of Transportation. I don't agree with him on nothing. But that I ain't even. And now, do I think we have bigger fish to fry when it comes to our transportation? Like, do I think he has bigger things that he needs to be dealing with as it relates to his job? Absolutely. Yeah. So you have bigger fish to fry than to worry about how people are dressed showing up at the airport. You do. I don't think that should be your priority. Okay? But anyway. My day was good, Romel. Tomorrow's Friday, so I don't have no complaints. Right. Do we have enough air traffic controllers? Like, we have bigger fish to fry, sir. Okay. Ooh. Oh, sorry, y'all. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. Shout out to JB's boo thing, Kenta Brunson from Abbott Elementary. She is launching a fund to provide free field trips to thousands of Philadelphia students. So shout out to you. Yeah, I'm doing Beverly Hills. K. Michelle, congratulations. Her and her husband have announced that they are having a baby. Congratulations to them. Congratulations to them. Just a little bit of more tidbit from yesterday with the Real Housewives of Potomac, Monique and Cookie and all of that. Baby, Monique is all over here telling all the business. So Monique did another interview in which she let the people know. Y'all know that rumor that's been going around that Cookie slept with Chris or was messing around with Chris. Well, according to Monique, that rumor came from Cookie herself. And she said that Cookie was going around telling everybody that her and Chris were messing around and that the only reason why Chris has not left Monique for her is because of the kids. And Monique said that was when they ended their friendship with Cookie. And at the time, her and Chris were on the same page that they were cutting Cookie off and no longer associating with her. And so she said, I was shocked to find out that he was back hanging out with Cookie. Like, that was new, I mean, she knew before the show, but just when she found out. So yeah. So that's that update, child. Now down to Tamar. It's been announced that Tamar and Ty Diggs will be starring in a new Tubi movie. I guess that's what she was talking about yesterday when she said that whatever Fuck It I Nigga was trying to do didn't work because she had a blessed day. I mean, congratulations to you, girl. Listen, Tamar is talented. I don't know if she can act though, but Tamar is talented. You get in your own way. We not getting in your way. You getting in your own way. But I mean, okay, girl. Now, it looks like things are getting really, really nasty between Kandi and Todd. And this is not what I wanted. I told y'all when this first happened, I did not want this to happen. I know, Tracy, I know. I did not want this to happen, okay? Let me say this. According to what the blogs and the People magazines of it all are saying, is that Kandi found out that Todd was talking to women behind her back. And that's an important wording. We're going to get to that in a second. That's an important wording. Funky Dineva said on his show last night that the rumors that Todd got a woman pregnant is not true because Todd has had a vasectomy, so he ain't getting nobody pregnant. But Funky Dineva said that he also knew who Todd was out in these streets with. That what is wrong with this? Why does it look so dark? But that he knew that he knew the person that Todd is messing with these days. Y'all, we know that Todd and Kandi are both using footage from the show to prove or disprove their point about the prenup, whether Todd had an attorney or didn't have an attorney or was represented. Didn't I tell y'all that the other day? What's today? Thursday, must have been Tuesday. Didn't I tell y'all that? I said Todd is going to say he didn't have an attorney and all Kandi is going to do is find footage to show he did. Didn't I tell y'all that? I told y'all that. I said that's all that's going to happen. They're going to argue back and forth and use footage from a damn reality TV show. Todd at this, and again, I don't know what the prenup says. And women do it all the time, so I ain't gonna be mad at Todd for doing it. I mean, women do it all the time. But this is what I will say, and I've said this before, and I'll continue to say this. I don't think you are entitled to anything that was earned before y'all got married. That's just how I feel about it. Now, whatever y'all did together while y'all were married, absolutely. Y'all need to sit down and y'all need to hammer that shit out. But anything that Kandi had going into that marriage and vice versa, anything you had going into that marriage, I just believe that those things belong to you. And that's the purpose of a prenup. Now, again, the kids are involved, so that does add a little different layer with children involved. But at the end of the day, I'm just not sure what you want, Todd. Now, let's get back to this Todd sleeping around with people behind Kandi's back. If it's true, so let me say that. If it's true. Todd, this was stupid. Because, and this just goes to show you, and I want all the women to hear this. Women, hey ladies, hey. I need y'all to hear this. And again, this may be true for men, but I don't date men. I mean, but Lord, I don't date. I date men, excuse me. I'm talking to my sisters now. Because we date men. Let me say that, child. Lord Jesus. And this could just go for anybody you date. Let me just say that, child. Shit. It does not matter how much freedom you give somebody. If they want to cheat, they will cheat. If this is true. We know that they have invited people into their bedroom. Kandi has been very open in speaking about them having other people in their bedroom. And the rumors are that Kandi got a whole girlfriend while Todd got a whole girlfriend. So the rumors are that Kandi is out here dipping and dipping and dipping, and Todd was dipping and dipping. But what it sounds like is that Todd broke the rules. Now, I done told y'all this before. I have told y'all many, many times before that just because people are in open marriages or in swinging lifestyles or alternative lifestyles, that there are still rules. There are still rules, and those rules are those rules are up to you. You guys make the rules. I had a friend. Him and his wife were married. She's passed away now. She was actually murdered. But anyway, she was bisexual. They were in an alternative lifestyle. They had a girlfriend. Between the two of them, they had a girlfriend. But the rule was that the wife, didn't work. She was a stay-at-home. They didn't have kids, but she was a housewife. The rule was they weren't supposed to spend time with the girlfriend without the other one. They would pick her up on Friday. She would spend the weekend with them, and the husband would take her back home either Sunday night or Monday morning. They started having problems because the wife started spending time with the girlfriend while he was at work. She was breaking the rules. I told you about another couple who were in an alternative lifestyle, and their rule was they would go to swing parties, and the rule was they would only either perform or have oral sex performed on them. Well, one of the people in the couple broke a rule. They had full on penetration sex. They broke a rule. But again, this just goes back to doing all of these things doesn't stop the other person from violating if that's what they choose to do. And that's assuming that this is true. I don't know if this is true. This is just what people are saying. But Kandi girl, and I'm not saying Kandi did anything she didn't want to do. Kandi, I'm not saying that he made her do this, because I feel like this is something they both comfortable with. I think Kandi is a very comfortable bisexual woman. I don't know if she identifies as that, but we know that Kandi has been with women, and she's not ashamed to say she's been with women. So, but it's stupid to me. What I was getting ready to say. I'm going to finish what I was getting ready to say, but as you start saying something, you realize, never mind. But I'll finish the thought. What I was going to say is I think it's stupid to me that you would violate in a situation where you're kind of being allowed to do it. But there are many reasons why people violate. One could just simply be, some people just like the thrill of it all. Some people just like the secrecy, and they like the sneaking around. Some people, shout out, we almost got 400 people in here. Hey, y'all, come on in. If you are new here, please subscribe to the channel. Hey. Some people just like that. Some people like that intrigue of it all. You know what I'm saying? But because again, and I don't know Kandi relationship, I don't know Todd, I don't know neither one of them, but I feel like if a conversation was had, Todd, you probably could have had your cake and eat it too. You know what I'm saying? You probably could have had, what up, Mims? Hey, boo. You probably could have had your cake and eat it too. But either way, literally, right? But either way, I feel like this is going to continue to get uglier, and I hate it because I really did like Kandi and Todd. Again, I didn't know them personally, so I don't know what was going on behind the smiles. Maybe they weren't a good couple. Maybe they weren't good for each other. I don't know. But from the outside looking in, I really did like them, and I wanted to see them make it. So I hate to see this happen, and I certainly would hate to see it continue to get nasty. Kandi has requested for the documents to be sealed. So I hope she does. I hope she seals. I hope the judge agrees to do it, because the blogger in me obviously wants all the tea, but I just think this is just going to get nasty. I think this is going to get nasty. Did you miss the drinks of the day? It's my birthday on Saturday. I'm getting started. Well, first of all, happy early birthday, girl. Second of all, I don't think Tracy put any drinks in the chat. Tracy might have did a drive-through, because I think she did drop down, but she might be busy, honey. But let's go on and just pour some champagne for your birthday, honey. I'm tired of crying, so I'm being messy. Yeah, I was sorry to see that last night too, Mims. That I was like, wow. I was sorry to hear that. Yeah, we got a 2-hour delay, but I really want the day off. So keep pushing for the day off. I figured they would announce a 2-hour delay, and then they would probably make if they decide to close later on. All right, y'all, but that's pretty much it. I will be back on the other channel at 9:15-ish for the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Y'all know the season premiere is tonight. I know for those of you that came in late, I know I still owe y'all Married to Medicine, and I still owe y'all the Salt Wives. You guys will get those this weekend. If I'm off, if I end up getting a snow day tomorrow, you'll get both of them tomorrow. If not, you'll get one tomorrow, and you'll get another one at some point this weekend. Okay? All right, y'all. With that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Mwah. Peace.